Yo, man, it's your boy, your everyday dude. And I know it's been a minute, man. Haven't tapped in with y'all. Second half of the year, life's been life, and up to and including losing my best friend. Shout out to McKinley the cat. You heard me. McKinley the cat. You're not going to disrespect my man. 18 years as my best friend. And yeah, man, I just had to get back to a new normal. So now I'm trying to give it into 2026 and keep the ball rolling comedically and musically and die empty in that regard, but also trying to stay grounded mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's a lot, man, but you didn't come here for all that. You came here for story time, and I got you. It's a Christmas story. Years ago, and I was a lot younger, I dated this little older woman, and I liked her. She was cool. But I also felt like she could have been a little bit crazy, maybe even stalkerish, you know. And I felt this right out the gate, but I roll with it because you know my motto, bro. Really, we still on that? Come on, man. YOLO. Anyway, on our very first date, she shows us to my place with a box, and she had been asking me for my sizes and stuff. And in this box, there was a tracksuit and some K-Swiss. Now, at that time, I was a Dockers, polo, casual shoes type guy. I put it on and we go on this date, and I'm uncomfortable the entire date. Not because I'm wearing a tracksuit and K-Swiss, but because I feel like this is not really what I want to do. Like it's something wrong with this girl, right? We'll call her D. So we get back to my place, and I know D wants to take it to another level, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm going to hold my ground, and I'm not going to lie to you. It was very difficult because D was caked up. D had so much ass and thighs. It was ridiculous. Long story short, I didn't sleep with her. But we still talked for the next couple of months. So now it's Christmas time, and D shows up to my place on Christmas morning unannounced. Now, unbeknownst to her, I had moved out of my place about a week earlier, right down the hallway. But there was something going on in my place, and I had to move to a place down the hallway. So she's knocking on the door, but she's still not knocking on my door because she can't remember exactly where I'm at. And she had been texting me that morning, but I didn't answer the phone or whatever the case may be. And she starts knocking on my neighbor's door because I think she just was lost at that moment. My neighbor answers the door, and my neighbor was a young lady named T. Now, T was certified crazy. I ain't mess with T. T was I thought she would have beat me up at some point, but I would see her and I'd be like, hey, T, and then I'd duck into my apartment and go on about my life. And then at 10 o'clock, I'd make sure my music was down real low because I didn't want to make T mad. You know, I ain't mess with T. She's banging on T's door, and she's like, I know my man is in there. I see his car outside, whatever. So T comes to the door like, what are you doing? Like, you know, she's like, I know my man is in there. T is like, my man is in here. I don't know where your man is. Let me back you up just a little bit. Because I didn't even know T went that way. Because T was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, whatever. I thought T was part of the letter community, but T actually had a man, which shocked me. Neither here nor there. T said, well, you stay right here. I'll be right back. And D stood there. And T comes back about 20 seconds later. She got on a T-shirt, sweatpants, and tennis shoes. And she steps out the door, and they exchange some more words. And I'm looking out, and I done cracked my door, looking down the hallway. And T begins to drag D up and down this goddamn hallway. I was like, ooh. And there was boxes and stuff flying all over the place because she had bought me some packages and stuff, gifts and stuff. And T didn't care. She was like, oh, damn. And long story short, they fall down the stairs. Somehow they get into the little corridor area, and she pushes her down the stairs. I think I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to have to testify. I never talked to D again. I didn't even talk to T after that. Like, I saw everything that happened, but T didn't even realize that this girl was there for me. So I moved out like right after the new year, right after that anyway. So I never really addressed it. But shout out to T, right? Shout out to me for having the wherewithal to know that this girl was crazy and she was going to show up at my door on Christmas morning unannounced. Because I would have been over it at that point. But T was definitely over it. T was like, bitch, I am over it. I will. And she did. Shout out to T for helping your boy out, though, for real. She was over it. Thank you, T. Appreciate you.